How's it going, everybody? It's Royalty Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a video review on the Layer 1 blockchain Injective, as I do believe it has a lot of potential, especially if we go into a bull run in 2026. I'm also going to be taking a look at the price of Bitcoin, because I do believe that basically whatever Bitcoin does, the altcoins will follow. So even if you aren't holding any Bitcoin, I still do think that it's a good idea to look at this chart. Also, guys, this is a brand new YouTube channel, so I would greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's take a look at Injective. So guys, as you can see, Injective is currently trading just over $5.50, and it has a market cap of 556 million. It also has a very high 24-hour trading volume, sitting at 80 million, and you do love to see that for a project that has under a $1 billion market cap, because it does go to show that there is a lot of attention and a solid community around the project. Also, Injective has all of its tokens in circulation, so you won't be dealing with any inflation with this project, which is awesome to see because a lot of other layer ones in the space have terrible tokenomics in my opinion. And when you take a look at the chart, guys, we are trading at yearly lows right now at $5.50. We did hit our all-time high for Injective back in early 2024 at a $4 billion market cap, and then back when basically we had our last mini altcoin season, we were able to get back above a $3 billion market cap. So guys, in my opinion, I do think that Injective at some point will return to at least a $3 billion market cap, but I do think this project could potentially go much higher, especially if it starts to gain more traction in the layer 1 space. So in my opinion, guys, I do believe that Injective could potentially get as high as about a $20 billion market cap, which would be a 40x return from here, and if that were the case, we'd be sitting at around a $200 Injective. And of course, that is not financial advice, and I do believe that that is most likely the best case scenario. So it is definitely possible that this coin could have a very nice run in 2026, but not quite get to those levels. So I do think that it is very important to take profits on the way up. And if you guys are watching my channel, I will keep you guys updated with different indicators that show when the market is starting to get overheated, and I will be letting you guys know when I personally start to take profits. But of course, that is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and these are just my opinions. So please make sure to do your own research. But guys, it is fantastic to see that Injective is currently still stacking partnerships even during these bearish times. As you can see, they recently partnered with Pineapple Financial to migrate a $10 billion mortgage portfolio on chain, and this will be on top of Injective. So this is really cool to see that different institutions are trusting Injective to move massive portfolios on chain, and I do hope that this continues. And guys, whenever we are in bearish times like we are right now, this type of news doesn't really affect the price, unfortunately, and that has been the case with Injective in the past couple of days. But nonetheless, I mean, if we can continue stacking these partnerships, it is very bullish for the mid to long term of this project. So do I think it's a good time to be buying altcoins like Injective? I actually do think it's a fantastic time, and the reason for that, guys, is we are still seeing quite a bit of fear in the markets. As you can see, we are sitting at a 29 out of 100 on the Fear and Greed Index, and we also have a lot of upcoming macro catalysts that I believe will push crypto prices higher. Some of those include the fact that we just cut rates, and we are expected to cut rates at least once or multiple times next year. We also have a Federal Reserve replacement coming in 2026 that Trump will get to hand select, and that person will likely be much more dovish than Jerome Powell. And also, we are starting quantitative easing tomorrow, and the Fed is planning on buying $40 billion worth of treasury bills every single month until April, and we will likely continue to buy after April as well, but those numbers have not been announced or confirmed yet. So yeah, in my opinion, whenever we see this much fear in the market, it is a great time to be accumulating for the mid to long term. And historically, whenever we drop into extreme fear like we did just a couple of weeks ago, we end up having a V-shaped recovery, kind of like what we saw in May of this year, and it does seem like that V-shaped recovery could be in the works as we speak. So yeah, this could very well be one of your last chances to buy altcoins and Bitcoin even for the next couple of months if we do end up going into a bull run sometime in 2026. So what I've been doing, and of course this is not financial advice as I stated earlier, is I've been dollar cost averaging every single week into different strong altcoins that I like, especially whenever we have a red day like we saw earlier today or late yesterday. And I plan on continuing to to do so until we get back into the neutral sentiment on the fear and greed index. And if you guys are watching my videos, I will keep you updated with this index basically every single day, because I do believe it is very important to look at, and it does help you remove your natural emotions from trading. All right, so the last thing that I wanted to talk about today is the price of Bitcoin. So as you can see on my chart, I have a line drawn that represents the uptrend that we have been respecting for the past couple of weeks. And then these two lines here are areas of heavy resistance. And as you can see, we have tried to test this level of resistance around 93 to 94,000 just a couple of times in the past few days. But every single time we have so far, we have been rejected back down to the uptrending line. So right now, as you can see, and we have had quite a roller coaster of a day, because just a couple of hours ago, we were down here at this trend line, and now we are back up here trying to retest the $93,000 level. Hopefully this time we have enough momentum to at least push towards the $96,000 range. And once we do get there, I wouldn't be surprised if we get rejected yet again. But nonetheless, once we do pass 96,000, and I do expect that to happen before the end of the year, I do expect us to push back up to around the $100,000 range. And then from that point, we'll see how much higher we can go. But I do really like where we are with Bitcoin right now. And I think that it is very possible that we could see a new all-time high set in sometime early 2026. And I do think it's possible that we could see above a $140,000 Bitcoin at some point next year. But of course, we will just have to see what plays out in the market. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I greatly appreciate your guys' support, and I will be talking to you guys tomorrow. Peace.